And um, most times, so the question is that, so what is career path? But before I move into that, so let me just give general information on how to benefit from this workshop. So this information here is subjective. This is a 30% 70 ratio for success or seeing result, meaning that the information I'm just going to give you is just 30% of the results you are going to see. There's a higher chance that if you or you practicalizing everything I'm going to say, because I don't want to make wishful promises. You practicalizing everything I will say in this video would increase your chances of getting a job. So now the question is that you apply to yourself before you tell others. So there are some things there that they are kind of not very common. So you will still use results because not everybody is doing it. So that's why I would advise you to apply it to yourself first of all. So others have applied it. I've applied it first of all, and others have applied it and they've yielded result. That is why I am bold enough to like make a course on it, or let's say a video on it, whichever way you want to call it. So there's chances that this might not make sense to you. So I would just basically advise you to stay true, to watch all the videos, just I think 3 to 4 videos that we're making. So do the assignment or tasks assigned. This is not just about getting a job. So if all you just feel like the reason I'm making this course is so that you can get a nice paying job, so it's not the only reason. So it's going to help you out to express yourself in what I'm writing. So and these lectures are interdependent. It means that if you decide to miss this first video and you do not and you listen to the third video, you might not basically understand. Now also answer the question of does grade really count? But let me just quickly give an answer to that. So many people might feel like the reason why others are getting better results is because maybe they graduated with a first class or something. So I would say that, okay, personally speaking, I graduated with first class from Bafima University, and 80 to 90% of the result I've seen after graduation was not necessarily a result of the fact that I graduated with first class. Others have been just the fact that other things I learned, or the so what first class just do for you just gives you like a perception. People just perceive you that, oh, this guy will be diligent or somehow. But I've helped other persons, or I've given other persons this information who are not first class students, and they either the same result or even better result than I did. So and one on one is very key. Like when I mean one on one is very key. So no matter like this video, there's some things you might not get to understand, except you probably ask questions from probably myself or other persons who you know are very good with all of this information. So let me just quickly go to career path navigation. So I searched for this online and from www.chaozone.com. So career paths are routes that individuals take from their first day into the job market through to their final position before retirement. Now, all of this is sounding like technical jargon, and you might now I'll just basically explain and go through my slides. Career path, most times, like the first thing that comes to your mind is that. So when somebody asks you what your career path, because the first time I was asked that question, I was first of all dumb, like I didn't know what to say, and you might be in that shoes, or you might even know what career path is, but you might not even know what you feel like you want to do. So like for career path is basically what you are passionate about, like what you really like to do. And there are chances that it might not be in line with the course you study. There are chances that it might be in line with the course you study. Now the first thing is that you need to know the particular keyword that fits in for your career path. And the particular keyword that fits in for your career path will not just be one keyword. There will be different keywords that will fit in for your career path. So let me just go through my slide and just basically explain explicitly what career path it says. You might be passionate or not passionate about the career path, like your career. Like what I mean, I think what I meant there was that you might be passionate or not passionate about it. Like you might be currently doing something, and you're in a particular career, or maybe you're not passionate about it. You might make little or much money from it. It might be related to your course of study, or you can always change to unrelated careers. So what? Let me give practical example. So I studied demography and social statistics in OAU, basically statistics and all. And if I was really going to do core of my course, I'm really going to be into say maybe more of research or something. But I knew that I was not necessarily passionate about all of that. What I just wanted was business. As an undergraduate, I ventured into a couple of business, from tutorials to selling of lockers to um, doing an hostel agent and every other stuff. So was just jumping from business to business. So I knew that I liked something related to business, but I was now feeling like I would like combining with the course I studied. So what I did was I basically used Google as a friend and also with the help of people to let me know. So I just checked up who the person who likes business, who are they called, what are they called. So yours might not be business, yours can be something. So if you're in the category of those who you feel like you don't even know anything, just search up Google, the person who likes this so, what are they called? So it is from picking up just one word that you now start to see related words. So for example, I checked up business analysts on LinkedIn. So when I felt like okay, business analyst, it sounds like something that might interest me. I checked up Google the role of a business analyst. I was doing a thorough research, the role of a business analyst, and it looked as though it was something I want to do, but not something I can do currently. So that's career part, the part that you want to go into. So I'm trying to explain how to navigate in that part. Then I also checked up business administrator. When I looked at it, I knew that no, this is not. This looks like it, but it's not something that I feel like I want to do. Another thing you can also get to have an understanding of your career path is by searching on LinkedIn. I think when you get to the part of LinkedIn, talking about LinkedIn can help you navigate to know the right keywords for your career path. But for you to understand your career path, you need to understand the place of keywords because keywords are very important. So before the end of this video, you will be able to understand better. Now, career path navigation challenge. So some of your challenge might be I've never given it a thought, or this is the first time I'm hearing this. So like I explained, career path is just basically what you want to do. So it's different from say I'm an accountant. An accountant can be a career path. It's different from saying I'm an engineer. Like are you which kind of are you a structural engineer? So it might be related to your course. Somebody might study medicine and feel like I want to be a writer also. But when it comes to writer, they are still more in depth when it comes to writing. Maybe are you a content writer, copywriter? So and you might have unrelated career path. For example, you might be passionate about business and also passionate about writing. So that's like me. I noticed that I have a side skills in writing, and I didn't just want to put that away. And in a way, they are unrelated when it comes to me being a business analyst or maybe a data analyst. What I now did was that so I have like two unrelated career paths. But for those who are basically passionate about almost everything, there's some messages like that. You you can do this efficiently. I'll just basically advise that you pick two or three. I think two is okay. Two career paths that you feel like maybe they are unrelated. But if you feel like it's just one, I think that's like very cool. So it's not how much or how well, it's how grounded, how depth you are in what you are doing. Because the world is going to places whereby they want an expert, not somebody who can do everything. So you just other challenge that people might have is that I actually don't know what I want or I am confused. So if you pass through the stage of oh I have heard what career path is but I don't know what I want. Some of you actually like you feel like I don't even know what I'm passionate about. Especially if your course does not even give you any skill as a way that is useful in the 21st century. Maybe your course is just administrative and it looks as though there's no point as a way. Maybe you just wasted the 4 5 years. That is for those who are graduates. Even for undergraduates right now, they might feel like this course I'm doing does not make any sense. So like I said, career path must not always be in line with your core course. A lot of guys who are in HR, most of them even study the engineering course. HR are those who are human resource persons. For those who don't understand human resource persons, those who are involved in recruitment organizations, staffing and every other thing. So most of them and I think that is really related to leadership administration. But there's just this thing about what can you do and what are you passionate about. So if you feel like okay this is what I'm passionate about, then you now develop a skill in line with that because most time the question people ask is that what can you do. It goes beyond like your grade, it goes beyond like the course you studied. So even though you study a particular course or something, for example when it comes to data analysis, a lot of people who did not study even education, you see them, those guys, some of them are even good data analysts. So now you need to basically ask yourself. So the first thing you need to do right now is to see that you are developing skills. And what I would basically advise is that if I were to be somebody, if I want to really coach somebody one on one on really say a faster way to get a job, after you going through this class, I would tell you to skip the stage of LinkedIn networking. I'll explain what that is all about, and I'll tell you to pick up 2 to 3 skill sets. That is a particular skill that you would know that you'll be needing in your career or in a particular job. I will learn it for like 2 3 months, then now start to apply for jobs. It will give you higher chances. It will help you better. So, but I'm going to try to be very explicit also in this video. So, other things that can be, I like to do a lot of things which are unrelated. I think I answered that. I know what I want, but I don't know what to call it. So how you can find that is check up Google. Somebody who likes to maybe dance, what are they called? Somebody who likes to this, what are they called? So maximize use of Google. So it's not like you are going to be doing a thorough research. Now the question is that, so why am I talking about career navigation challenge, or why am I talking about career path first of all? Why didn't I just go straight into sorry why didn't I just go straight into maybe CV writing, LinkedIn optimization, job interview tips, and all? So if you look at this order, this looks as though like they are progression, and like I said, that this class is going to be interrelated. So if somebody have a clear direction of his own career path, you know what you want to do. Like, you know that okay, this is what I'm passionate about, this is the word it's called. Then what you now do is that you would draft your CV to be in line with that. Not that you want to probably work as a data analyst and all you have on your CV is just you're a teacher, you're an accountant. It's not related. So from there is what on your CV that you now start, you put on your LinkedIn. You try to put on your LinkedIn profile, and a lot of minds that people have on LinkedIn, I'm going to explain also in this video. And when you understand like okay, this is how your LinkedIn will look like, then it will now help you with job interview tips. That means at this stage you would have probably been invited for a phone or virtual or a physical interview, or still in line LinkedIn optimization. That is why I say this is basically interrelated. So other things, going back to career navigation challenge, it says it's one. Some people are like anything goes for me so far there's money, and then there are some people who are like that. They don't care. I mean, and those guys are really efficient into a lot. So bravo, but I would still advise you that having a direction is key. So another challenge might be I know what I want, I know the name for it. So if you're in this category, I clap my hands for you. So if you know what you want, maybe your course even empowered you with the right skill set for you to do what you want to do, and you even feel like that your course, um, what you are passionate about is in line with your course. So then I think you might not need much of information from this. So now this is how to know the right words for your career. I said use Google and LinkedIn. So for this is for when it comes to LinkedIn, this is for those who understand how to use LinkedIn. So for Google, I don't need to show you any practical video. For those who understand how to use LinkedIn, let me just show an example for LinkedIn. So my I'll try to go to LinkedIn now. I'll go to my own LinkedIn account and see what it means. So this is what happens. First of all, let's say for example I want to check somebody, maybe I'm passionate about business. May say I now found out that business administrator. I found out that what I want is a business administrator. Maybe I started from Google and I said someone who likes to write is called someone likes to write. Okay. An author, okay, but that might not. Okay, what career? Let me check. What career path is right for someone who likes to write? So you see now, copywriter, speechwriter, journalist, screenwriter, ghostwriter, author. So Google is like your number one to go for. Maybe you can say, maybe if yours is for someone who likes business, actual analyst, arbitrator, business advisor, business analyst, business development manager, data analyst. So for example, let's say this data analyst just basically stood out for me. So if you're on LinkedIn, you will come to your LinkedIn. For those who are not on LinkedIn, I'm going to tell you how to open a LinkedIn account and how to navigate around LinkedIn. So this is my own LinkedIn profile. So for example, the only keywords I search for on my LinkedIn is sorry, the only keywords I search for on Google that I found out that I think is necessarily interest me is data analyst. So I will now come again and check, okay, Google, and say what is the role of a data analyst? What's the role of a data analyst? So after reading data analyst, and I can't check, I feel like, oh, what this person says here, it basically interests me. Or I can say, what skills should a data analyst have? I check also SQL, Microsoft, critical thinking, data visualization. I feel like, these are things I think I want to learn. So if I don't know what data visualization is, I'll check Google again. So just from a thorough search. Now say for example, now I would advise that when you find your career path, don't just use don't stay in a particular word. Don't use just one particular word to qualify your career path. So there will be related words that will be in line with your career path. So somebody cannot be a writer and all you can just use just writing. Like for example, if you are a writer, you might be a content writer, you might be a copywriter also. So you now check up that, okay, so because you did Google might be quite a little bit like daunting if you want to be checking each word to fill in for you to know your career path. For example, if you check up my own profile here, I have business intelligence analyst, I have data and research analyst. So I was able to know that all of these things, they are a little bit related, apart from brand strategist, copy and content writer. Like I was able to find other words. I could have just stayed in business analyst. And mind you, I didn't start from this place. I started from just writing normal stuff on my profile till I started to edit and all. And so, what am I trying to say now? So, I was talking about how that you can use LinkedIn. Let's not lose our line of thought. How to use LinkedIn and Google to search for the right words for your career path. So, going to LinkedIn, let's say for example, I said that what I want is a data analyst, right? So, I will say that this LinkedIn search menu is like, it works like Google search menu for searching for people. On Google you can search for people, place. I think Google gives you all: image, news, video, more. If you search for somebody's name now, you can bring up maybe Fela Droto or anybody, any name, or Pastor Adeboye. You can search for. So but LinkedIn, if you search for something now, LinkedIn will ask you, like, do you want people, do you want job, do you want places? So, and the mistake people used to say about LinkedIn, that this thing LinkedIn is just for job. But when I get to the part of talking about LinkedIn, I'll be explicit on that end. So like I was saying, so when you search up Google and you find out that, okay, data analysis, I don't know, everybody just wants to become a data analyst right now. I don't know why, but anyway, that's in line with my career path too. I'm thinking of leaving, because this one everybody's doing it now. Before, everybody will be data analyst, so they won't be relevant again. Data analysis will just be like as if you have Excel skills. But anyways, making money is key. That's out of the way. That was just a side joke. And if it's not funny, don't laugh. Now you sabi. Yeah. So basically, I was saying that, let's say you find up Google and you search that, okay, data analyst. That's one of the keywords of my career path. So you now come to LinkedIn here. You just search for data analyst. So you see, if you are using a phone, the interface might be quite different. You see the first one in job, in people, in group. So I'm going to click in people. So what happens is that I'm going to see people who wrote data analysis on their profile. So you now see data scientist. So this person who wrote data analysis still wrote data scientist. So what we will now do as a serious person is to write this data scientist on a paper or in your phone notepad. You write this AI enthusiast, but there's not like enthusiast, just write AI. You go down again, You go down again, you would pick up what else. Person wrote machine learning. This one wrote machine learning. This one wrote back-end engineer. Um, you say people also search for business analyst, business intelligence. You now write them out. This person wrote business analyst. Now say people also search for business analyst. So let's say business analyst. I'll now come to Google. I'll now search what is the role of a, this is data analyst now, of a business analyst. So conduct market analysis. So if I feel like, oh, I think data analysis and business analysis are in line with my career path, so you are beginning to discover. So it is one from one that you're able to discover the next career path. So the reason why you need to, let's say, let me even pick up from another perspective, right, from data. Let me say, someone, I think we search for somebody who likes to write, somebody who likes somebody who, I think we search for, say, somebody who likes to write. Let me check. Let me quickly just search for so career paths for someone who likes to write. So I come here, I say reporter, grant writer, copywriter. It's copywriter. So I feel, okay, copywriter, and I said, so what are the skills of a copywriter? What are the skills a copywriter? What are the skills? What skills should a copywriter have? I feel like, okay, you will need SEO. You now go and check what's SEO. SEO means search engine optimization. So those are the things that you search for. So let's say you are a writer now. You feel like you are writing, and I've seen copywriter. I'll just come here on LinkedIn and come and search copywriter. So you see now, you never even bring a job in people or place, but just, I could have changed it here, people, job, post, group, or something. So I now notice that this person who wrote copywriter wrote community manager. That doesn't make much sense. Content writer, you write it also. Does this fit in line with what I want to do? It might not be something that you are doing currently. Content creator, digital storyteller, so blogger. So you see, you also see you just basically explore. So let me not dwell on this too much, and for if you have further question, you can get to enter my DM. So I will drop my contact also, but I think the beginning of the slide has my contact. It was just for reference sake. 081 So I'll repeat that. 081 So now I said that ask senior colleagues. I think this is what basically helped me immediately after graduation. So I'm a fresh graduate, so like fresh as in a fresh graduate. Uh, so as I basically called senior colleagues, even those who were in part 4 as at when I was in part 1, because I was able to maintain a good relationship with them, and they told me a whole lot of stuff about what I needed to do, the skills I needed to learn. So, and also I said no keywords in your industry, not just one. And I think that's what I said about not just that's copywriter, content writer, or data analyst, business analyst, business intelligence, this. So, and like I said, don't overthink it, let it evolve. So you don't build a house like just overnight. So, and I said try out different things. You might feel like it looks as though you are first of all confused, but try out different things. I think you would be able to figure out. If you want to pray, go and pray. But yeah, first eliminate the things you don't like. I think that would also help for those who are basically looking as though they are confused. And any relation to your course of study, you need to ask, okay, I know that I don't like anything related to maybe chemistry that you studied or something. Then you now feel like, is there a way I can merge my passion with this chemistry? Because to me, I noticed that I have like analytic skills, analysis, and I like business. So how can I combine it? So I was able to find a standpoint and say you might not know you will enjoy it till you start. Actually, there are some things like that. You feel like no. When somebody says this, you feel like you might not enjoy it. But you can also visit this website www.indeed.com so you can have more information about how to navigate your career path. So you have specific category tips. So if you're an undergraduate or you're a graduate, so this tip will work for you. For undergraduate, first of all, So I think there's still room for try and error. Like you can, that's if you're in part three, part two, or part four. That's final year. You need to basically like know your owners. Like you need to know like, um, okay, so I needed to know what I want to do, and there's no problem if you don't know. But if you're an undergraduate, this tip will really help you to start to give you a direction. So if when you start to understand career path and you check up the skills that your career path needs, and you feel like, oh more, I don't have these skills, I have to learn this thing, then just go up online and register, watch YouTube video, maybe Coursera, Udemy, or anything, and watch those videos. Like I said, it's be very proactive if you're an undergraduate, and it's better to start early. So most people will make it in life start early. So although there's no time that's too late, they start to put into perspective what you can do. So you ask yourself question of what can I do. So not outside the fact of your skills, your grade, it's very good. Like grades has an effect also. To they should not lie to you that school is calm anyways. So learn soft or tech skills. Try to do internships. So I think I can explain how to get internships for undergraduates when we get to the part of LinkedIn. Now, like this tips is not just for a job. It's going to help you all through. So your career path can change. So when you feel like your interests are changing, so you now start to feel what are the keywords that in my industry, what do I have to learn to stay relevant and all. Then you try to. I think it's best if you can still volunteer in religious organization, department and programs. It's going to help you build emotional intelligence, social intelligence, interpersonal relationship, your leadership skills, because those are really the basic things you will need in when you are actually working in a workplace. And this is not just for say you want to work for someone for the rest of your life or work at all. You would need it like when you relate to people. So all of this information will help you. Let's say you want to position yourself, or you want to create out or start out your own business, or you might not need this for yourself. You might need it to let others know. And people pay fortune for all of this information. So anything money can buy, relationship can get for free. So I think you are probably getting this information for free because I got it for free from someone else, and which others are paying for. So I say engage in practical leadership experience and help yourself. So for graduates, I think there's really no much time for trial and error. So people are really basically having expectations. Oh, you need to do this, especially if you are done with NYC, and people are like blah blah blah. Okay, they just say welcome to labor market. And for those who are not have not done NYC, that just keep waiting for NYC and oh, I think you can still do a couple of stuff before that time. You can even maximize your NYC period and use to learn the soft skills. So for graduates, I think you need to fully focus about developing soft skills. Now, all of these things might just sound theoretical. Like in 2 3 months, you can stand out in one particular soft skills, and within those space of 2 3 months, you're also doing other side jobs that will not be very demanding. So, like I said, these videos are interrelated. To just follow me through, and I'll try as much as possible to be explicit, like I said earlier. And in case you have further questions where you're not clear, please do also ask questions. So I'll be deliberate about networking. Yeah, I talked about LinkedIn networking, and I think the fastest way or fastest means to get a job is by person to person. That's like a majority of the jobs right now in Nigeria. Most people is based on referral. So and if your dad doesn't work in Shell, Chevron, or you don't have any politician as a connection, so it's best you do all of these things and you position yourself rightly. So leverage on relationships, improve social and emotional intelligence. So it's really this is as inexhaustive. So yeah, I think that I would basically advise that so these assignments before you probably watch the next video, kindly find the right words that fit in your career